Morning, 4th of September 2025. What I'm getting for the song is don't you something know it, don't you just know it. I guess somebody's saying like it's Sod's Law. You just know it. So maybe you haven't got proof of something, but you know. You just know. Today's card is the Emperor, so it's the Father energy, it's Aries, it's head and face, it's self-esteem, self-respect, it's protection and success in the upright. So let's hope it's that way, because he's not a very nice person if he's reversed. Father figures, bosses, presidents, kings, government officials, important male energy. Second house of Taurus, and we've got Taurus again in the dice, so it's all about values. And Pisces, a prisoner to those values, material values, having your worth defined by your monetary gain or your material assets. It's the neck and throat, any issues there. It's about teachers, schooling. It's Venus as well, if we have the mother energy. So let's see. There he is in the last bar. So it's going to take a while, this, whatever it is. Because we've got some lessons to learn. It's to teach us patience. We're going to go through it. The blacksmith's forge, we're going to be battered a little bit. So let's see what this is about. So patience is what we need, because it's going to be tested. We've got Sagittarius, Leo and Scorpio here. So it's about cowardice, it's about lack of knowledge, it's about reproductive organs and shared resources. So it could be just that somebody is on the monthlies and they're taking out on you. There's Pisces suggested there, but they've gone, left the building. So, but Pisces is in the dice, so we can't ignore it. Prisoners, somebody wants to escape. The next 8 days, there's actions that take place that you don't find appealing, positive. Negative actions the next 8 days. Now we have him in the upright, so that's good. And we have the tall, handsome stranger coming in, which could well be this Aries that puts a rocket up your backside. Could also be a Leo or a Sagittarius. There we have Pisces. He's left the building. There's no commitment here, but there is love. And then we have a more positive one. So we go through it for the next 8 days, and we've got to have patience. But then the phoenix will rise again. So Joshua, Tony, Philip, walls being brought down, so being vulnerable or destroyed. So you are rising to a higher level, but it is going. So they're going to put things in your path to test you, and you're going to be put through the blacksmith's forge and battered and battered and battered until you learn your lesson. 8 days. So Sagittarius is negative to some extent, so is Leo and Scorpio. The 20 is positive, the 14 is negative. So living at that number, born on that date, or a date for your diary, an event. 20. Could be the bus that you get on in the morning. Could be the table that you sit at while you're going for dinner. Let's see. Also, Gary and Karen, maybe. Sandra. Yeah, someone needs to walk away. Leave the misery of the past behind. We've got Daisy, we've got Lily, and we've got Forget-Me-Nots. So you won't forget, but you have to leave behind. And here we have it. Somebody's being put at the gates of hell by others because there's an imbalance here. You're being tested. This is the tarot reader, the psychic, the medium. Now we know that there's my name, Marcia, Elaine's, Kelly, Beth, Alice. So we've got a lot of names connected to that card now. 2 and 29, George. It's the travellers, the carnival people. So whenever they come to your town, when I do it, and we get it, it's the 11th of October. So 11 is always connected to this card. But it's about you allowing negative energy into your aura, financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, or physically. There's apathy here. Somebody is sitting on the couch, stuffing their face, watching Netflix, doing nothing, not having any energy, not being open to receive. And there may be, to do with this Aries energy, this father figure or whatever it is today, there could be violent altercations. And we've said before, haven't we? It is, you do not engage unless you have to. You walk away, which is what Pisces is doing, unless you have to. And then you stand your ground. Because there's that Scorpio energy that's negative. There's some issues with the reproductive organs or shared resources. It's negative. Somebody's being drained by this. It's a nightmare situation. You can walk away at any time, just like Pisces did, got off the gallows, because that door is open. But somebody is choosing to stay in this nightmare. There is possibly because they're being blackmailed, because this is a woman who seeks revenge for justified or unjustified. She will look to seek revenge. She needs therapy. There's a confused mind here. She needs to exorcise some ghosts. This could be a nurse, a doctor, a priest, or a lawyer. But this is usually an Aquarius of any gender, or someone who's detached, a widow or divorcee. There's nostalgia involved in this, looking back on the past, watching old videos, looking at photographs, whatever it is, remembering some fond memories from days gone by. Children, siblings. So again, we've only got one major arcana and it's negative. 2 and 29. Somebody's being sacrificed here that doesn't deserve it. Yeah, because they're stuck. Somebody's keeping them stuck at the gates of hell for their own selfish reasons. But there will be success. There will be victory with patience. So you have to be patient. You have to come home to who you truly are. There's the Taurus energy that we've got in the dice twice. This is 5 or 23. This is loss of friends, breakup of marriages, a lack of belief in yourself or others, institutions, teachers, schools, religion, the Catholic faith. It's negative energy, 5 or 23. So tomorrow, and no more are we going to put up with this blackmail. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, so you might as well do what it is that you want. Because this is Mercury retrograde again. Elaine will tell us if we've got any coming up. But it's being blackmailed effectively, having to revisit the past because somebody is using it to hold you. There's the battle. It's time to stand up for yourself because you're not standing up for yourself. Yeah, you have the moral high ground, so don't back down. And then fill your own cup, which is the Scorpio energy. Stop letting people drain you. Start filling your own cup, making yourself happy, because then those around you will be happy. If they're not your people. Because anybody who loves you unconditionally will want you to be happy. So, there we go. So Taurus is negative, definitely. We've got second house of Taurus. It's about the finances, and specifically shared finances with Scorpio in there. It's also about the neck and throat, so there's issues there. The material world, your wealth, your worldly goods, your personal resources, possessions, security, values and self-worth. The second house is concerned with security. For some, this security comes from external possessions, and that gives a sense of personal substance, most usually a house or a car. For others, security is inner peace, quality, so that they can live anywhere on very little, which that's the High Priestess's views. She can even live in the gates of hell. And yet feel safe and secure. The sign and element on the cusp indicates whether an individual seeks security in tangible or intangible. On the whole, earth and water signs value that. I don't agree with that. But it does say earth and water signs value material possessions, and air and fire signs value knowledge. Not true in most of the cases that I've come across, but like I said, your chart is more than one house. It's not just your sun sign. So Taurus in Neptune, or Neptune in Taurus. Oh, it's unknown. Due to the long orbit, which means that Neptune won't reach the sign until the future, Neptune in Aries, Taurus, Gemini and Cancer are not included, and that's why Pisces left the building, because he's never been there, don't know, ain't got a clue. Oh dear me. Aries, it's lack of strength, it's cowardice, There's no trustworthiness, there's no dependability, which is what we're lacking, what we need from today's card, and we aren't getting it here. So, anyways, adaptability, patience and adaptability then. It is the number 13, which in the tarot is Scorpio. So, it's the tree with the rough bark, hard and fast in the earth, supported by its roots. It's the letter Y or E, as in ever. So, most concepts associated with this relates to trees. The rune is said to symbolise the apple tree, which we know is important, and the yew. So the yew will bend. The latter identification seems to be the most potent because it was from the yew that bows were made. So Sagittarius, which we've got there in the negative, and to some extent Cancer, because on one of the decks we've got the Archer as Cancer, and the Hunter, Diana or Artemis. The yew is often found in the vicinity of graveyards, so death, the past growing into the future. So there's the past, and that's us growing to a higher level. It's connected to Yggdrasil, the wild tree, the backbone of the universe. So get some backbone. Stop moaning. It's horses, so those born in the year of the horse, especially Sleipnir, the 8-legged steed. So again, we had 8 arms yesterday, we've got 8 legs today, so that's 4 people. The hare Bryony, the great hunter and wanderer of the northern waste. It is a god connected with the rune and a sure shot with his yew bow. Uller was accustomed to taking risks. It is even claimed that he once impersonated and replaced Odin as king of the gods of Asgard. So a replacement king or head of state or boss, something like that. So a replacement, someone new. Terrorising wildlife with his bow, the myth of Uller replaced of Odin is an ancient myth. It may be that both gods were considered two sides of the same coin, Odin governing the summer months and Uller the winter. The legend of the wild huntsman careering through the skies of northern Europe survived beyond Middle Ages. So, the appearance in the reading indicates progress, even if it seems you are moving at a snail's pace. A new situation will soon manifest. Yeah, there's the new person. There he's gone. There he is. And events will happen at speed, the next 8 days. You may find it difficult to keep on track. You'll need to pay close attention to happenings around you to keep up. Be adaptable and be ready to make a speedy decision because it will be vital if you're to make the most of this positive rune. It's closely associated with hunting, so you must act as though you were an archer of old. Wait until your target is in sight, and then when the moment is right, strike out for it. Don't worry that you may miss your moment or indeed miss the target. You have the acumen and shrewdness to choose the correct time to act boldly when the occasion arises. Amos shows that bravery has every indication of success, so stand up for yourself. This rune encourages you to gather your courage and take the risk. The message is, nothing ventured, nothing gained. And now is the time to take action. It is thus considered to be a lucky rune for gamblers and those who live by their wits. Its appearance in a reading may show the positive influence of a strong-willed person, especially a woman. Another good aspect of the UAS is that under this influence, your expected problems will not arise. The rune also indicates long-term benefits, even if you have to put up with an uncomfortable or stressful situation for a short while. EROS is said to be a beneficial indicator for students and also held to dispel storms and calm tempestuous emotions. So, there's a battle coming. Oh, 15, lavender. 15 is usually the devil, and though lavender is supposed to help with headaches, it always gives me one. I'm not so keen on lavender. So number 15, lavender honey. Could be important to some. Mercury, communications, Jupiter, abundance, lavandula augustifolia. It's about calming the mind and getting clarity. It does not quite quicken the mind, but brings peace, perspective and fortitude to the mind of long-term projects. Because of its clarifying and uplifted nature, so it will be uplifted there, it has been used in both herbal floral washes for clearing as well as purifying blends of herbs to be burned in bundles or mixed with incense. Today, lavender's magic is used in many scented products as a cure for stress or sleepless nights. There's your sleepless nights. And is thereby used in sleep or dream magic. Lavender can be used in love magic, but like I said, there's no such spell because as soon as true love walks in, it is broken. Chastity, fertility, helping us clarity and patience in our relationships. Patience is what's needed. Lavender is also a classic herb for fairy magic used to call, perceive and commune with fairy. Just as it is in magic, lavender is a spiritual force, brings calmness, civility and perspective in a situation. It creates a tranquil pause, allowing you to gather your strength and resources. On a deeper level, lavender helps us see the greater spiritual perspective through profound peace. This spirit medicine is great aid to dealing with nervous tension, exhaustion and anxiety, and that's what we've got here. It helps us meditate and regain strength through sleep. The bees love lavender for its pollen, but their affinity also indicates an ability to go about as many tasks and chores, but to do so with deep peace and joy in the process of life. Energetically, it helps us centre and process our tensions with an overall sense of knowing things will work out for the best. So, luckily it is in the upright, so it tells us that we need to pause, be calm, centre ourselves for the task before us. Approach it with a clear mind and a tranquil heart. Lavender dwells here between the rising and the setting sun. So, evening time, the moment between where all is balanced. We may feel we are working day and night, but use the cycles of work and rest to restore balance in your life. Lavender keeps company with the industrious bee, but the bee wholeheartedly enjoys its work and knows when it's time to return to the hive, rest and sleep. So the bee could be anybody's name beginning with B, or it could be connected to Manchester, or just you see a bee and that will be your validation from spirit. Be calm, be centered, be peaceful. Patience. Oh, and there it is. The sheep. So the sheep and the black beret, the number 5 in reverse again. So that tomorrow doesn't look good. And the sheep is also Aries. So let's have a look. Number 5. Those born in the year of the sheep as well, or the goat, whichever one you want to call it. The sheep and the blackberry. So the blackberry could be a fern. Some of you use blackberry ferns. Calls us to focus a call coming in on our commitments, because there is a communication, don't forget. Whether they're to a partner or a job, a creative practice or a spiritual tradition. Sheep are innocent and vulnerable and must be watched over and guided. Blackberries are a symbol of protection from their large brambling thorns. Their abundant fruit also symbolises prosperity. Combining the energy of the two gives us a direction. Honour our promises, allow them to fruit and flourish. So it is in the reverse. So you have to be your own guide. Your wisdom comes from within, not from these people that are giving you the wrong advice, rather than without. And it is your responsibility to impart that gift as a mentor or a teacher, and you're not doing it. How can I better care for my relationships, spiritual practices, work, and yourself? So we've got a bit of time. We'll pick one of these. Oh, there she is, 15. So that 15 is important, and it is reversed. So somebody's dimming your light and draining you. This is your challenge. The Queen of Light challenges you to shine your light and not give in to your fear. You are hiding yourself for fear of rejection. Are you afraid of success as you are of failure? The light of the divine shining within you is the power that expresses through you. This is not your ego. This is the authentic place of self-expression. The Queen of Light also challenges you to look at how you're affected by glitter and glamour, some material things, and the superficial dreams of society. Are you mesmerised by false power? The material world is fleeting. Nothing lasts forever, so you can't take it with you. Make sure your intentions come from deep within you, and don't base them on money or power or what you think love will do for you. Ask instead what you can offer and what you can give. True wealth resides within peace, harmony, and a sense of purpose. Remember that light isn't garish or cold, nor is it manufactured. It's warm, it's brilliant, it's natural.